Hey everyone, and welcome to the semifinal review 2023-2024. Doing these late videos are horrible, but here we are. As always, I'm the commissioner, aka Mr. Modest, aka Buzzsaw, aka reigning champion with the trophy. Joel, your camera fell, but you're still here.
I'm still here. Everything's fine.
Excellent. How you feeling, Joel?
Feel fucking tired is how I feel.
Yeah, I feel tired as well. With that being said, we'll just get right into it. I'm going to actually start off with the Phil Doug matchup for the review.
Whoa!
I know, the first time ever, only because there's nothing to say about it. Phil passed. Phil got by. Phil won. Not a lot to say. I will congratulate Doug. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about it. I'm trying to speed this video along.
Yeah, I mean, hell of a season from Doug. He owned the wire this year. Whether it was Jalen Johnson, whether it was Jamie Vasquez, whether it was Kobe White.
You mean Jaime Jaquez? Jimmy Vasquez? Who the hell is that?
I said Jamie. Jakob. He just made smart pick, and of course Kobe White. I mean, he just made smart pickups all season long that put the rest of us in trouble, but it just wasn't enough against Phil.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have Scotty Barnes or Ball, like, it was going to be hard enough without Ball. But then Scotty Barnes went down. Not a lot Doug could do. Yeah, great season to Doug. Phil putting up monstrous numbers. Again, going to be quite the mountain for whoever has to face him in the championship. Speaking of which, Joel Gibson, who is facing Phil in the championship?
And last I checked, it looks like it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you, fucker.
Yeah, it actually is. The games are over, so I can tell you for sure. Great season for Cody. His team's really good. They're really young. His adding Edwards, a top 30 player. I think he's close to 25, if he's not 25 to 27-ish, but we're going to call him top 30. For literally Josh Giddey in a first is still insane to me. That being said, the fantasy gods really just didn't want Cody to win. He just kept getting injured. All of his players were injured. I had quite a few injuries as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, he lost Pirtle. He lost Pirtle for nothing on the wire, who Doug just slapped you around to get by $1. I love it so much. I love it so much. I can't even tell you how much I love it.
Fucking brutal.
That being said, there were certain points in this matchup where I thought I didn't have a chance. And then Cody's rookies yesterday just decided to shoot like 5 for 21 or 5 for 23 or some shit from the field. His Knicks today were allergic to shooting. Just an interesting turn of events. I really thought I was in trouble. I didn't count field goal percentage as a category as one that I was targeting. So really my plan didn't work because I ended up getting bodied in steals. That being said, free throws, points, the other ones that I had to have, I had. Man, it's just a bummer. And I'd like to congratulate Cody. I think he had me. But for some reason, I'm moving on.
Yeah, Cody's going to be a problem. The Anthony Edwards ad is going to make him a problem for a long time. And, I mean, Sengun, he's just got a list of young players that are going to be fucking us up for a while. But you got him this year. Congratulations. It disgusts me that you are now the one that's made this many chips in a row.
Yeah, well, I mean, I made it there. Still got to win this last one so I can officially say I have more championships than you. Because your first one, I don't give a fuck about. I wasn't in the league, so this one's the real deal.
Oh yeah. Can't
Yeah.
let us come to this.
Yeah, shout out to Cody. Like I said, just a continued shout out. Just a crazy year. We both were on the wire, super competitive. It could have really went either way the whole time, and we both had injuries. Like I said before, but that's neither here nor there. We move on. I move on. Cody, good season. Doug, good season. And we only got one matchup left to talk about, Joel Gibson, and that is the championship matchup. Now, I'd like to start off by saying I am going to get the trophy engraved during this matchup. Okay, that's for a couple reasons. Number one, I am not 100% sure I'm going to pull this one off. I don't know. Phil beat me earlier in the year. He's one of my only 2 losses. Joel, you being the other one, you can take that reference and, love it. I've been looking at it quite a bit, and I just think I can get him in the right situation if I have Booker and Hero back. I'm going to go ahead and pick myself. It'd be crazy for me not to pick myself, this being my 3rd championship in a row. But Phil is putting up some monster numbers, if we're being honest.
Yeah, Phil has put up monster numbers all year. I underrated how good he was going to be coming into the year and even at the start of the year, but it's been a force. Obviously, with only 2 losses on your record, you've been crushing it as well. It's a hard choice to make. It's essentially Luka versus Jokic, right? The big injuries I see on his side are Porzingis and Okongwu. And I think for you, it was Booker and
Hero. Now, Booker's probable for their next game. I can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday. He's probable, technically. Yeah, remember we were supposed to go to that game, so we sold the tickets, and now he was probable. So, just a little, just a little like, I'd love transparency when it comes, especially to injuries for the NBA. Given a 10 to 14 day window when it turns out to be less, than 10 is kind of insane to me. And it cost me to get to see Booker this year, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, what can you do? If he wasn't going to play, what can we do? That kind of sucks, though. But he's probable to come back. And Hero doesn't play till Wednesday. And the man's been out for 8 games. He's played less than half the games this year. Like, he has been killing me this year.
It's a bummer, dude.
He was out when I played you and Phil the first time. He was out. Him and Bam were both out. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I sure do.
I don't feel a lot of sympathy for you, brother.
But yeah,
I ultimately,
yep.
It's with extreme hesitance that I am going to pick you to win this. But I am going to pick you because I trust your waiver skills, and we really haven't seen Phil flex that.
Yeah, and like I said, when I do the review after this matchup, there are just some things that I'm going to point out if it goes the way that I think, and I've kind of said most of them to you, but we're going to see how it goes because it seems like every day is just going to be a battle with this. It's going to be who's playing, who's not playing. Every year it's kind of like that with the championship. Steven's gone through it against me. Adam's gone through it against me. Shout out to those guys. We'll just see how it goes. And I got to win it on the wire again this year. And I'm going to do my best to do that. We'll see.
We'll see. Good luck, dude.
Thank you. I think that's it.
That's it.
I'm not going to... I got to go to bed. I have nothing left. I'm exhausted. This whole night was just brutal on my nerves. Anthony Edwards basically could have fucked me in 4 different categories, and somehow he didn't. Somehow he found a way to not do it in any of the categories, and just blessed. Here's the trophy. Just blessed.
Shut the fuck up.
Just blessed. A hashtag blessed. Going for a three-peat. And keep in mind this three-peat. The last thing I'll say, it encompasses both years we've done Dynasty. And, nobody's ever beaten me at Dynasty. I'm basically the greatest owner to ever do it in Dynasty. So.
Fuck off.
And I've betted all.
You are too tired for this.
And I've betted all the championships for Dynasty. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm here forever. Like.
It's the weakest flex I've ever heard.
All right, well.
2 years in.
We will see everybody on Saturday. We'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, peace.